Bottom of the second inning. Correa out in front of that pitch from Fried, strike one. 1-1 game after the home run by Travis d'Arnaud. Sac fly by Bregman in the bottom of the first. Correa, Tucker, and Gurriel.
Fried will throw that pitch a lot. He has good feel for that curveball. But if he does get 2 strikes with Carlos Correa, I'll be interested to see if he goes up and in the strike zone. Carlos commands the strike zone other than one spot.
Strike 2 on the Astros shortstop. Correa 11 for 40. 1 homer and 6 RBIs this postseason. Fooled there, and he strikes out. 1 away in the second.
And here's these pesky lefties that have been great so far for the Astros.
Nope.
Tucker takes a ball. You got Kyle Tucker hitting in the number 6 spot. He was 2 for 4 last night. And he's been as hot as there is, with the exception of Rosario and Kike Hernandez. And then Gurriel, the next hitter, hitting 7th, led the American League in batting. That's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, it's interesting nowadays because of the rules of bringing in relievers and facing 3 batter minimum. You know, you got to construct your lineup a lot differently than you would. Normally you put your best hitters from top to bottom and you don't care who they bring in. But now, even talking to Dusty, he has to couple equations come into play. A, you don't want back-to-back double play guys. B, you don't want back-to-back strikeout swing and miss guys. So you're trying to space your lineup, and he loves when Gurriel could hit 7 because he loves hitting 7th, and he drives in a lot of runs in that spot.
Into center field, Tucker, another hit, and on with 1 out here in the second. That'll bring in Yuli Gurriel.
Well, this guy's tough to pitch to. I mean, you think, look at these hot zones. There isn't really many spots to go to, but I would suggest you stay away from going up because nobody hits the ball up better than he does. He can go to right field, left field, center. You're really going to have to get him to chase a ball down to his back of his ankle. And that's what I think Fried will try to do if he can, because fastball's up, his style of hitting, and a wide open second base would make me nervous.
A star in Cuba. A rookie at 32 and a batting champion at 37. And I haven't seen many hitters impress you, John, in our time together like Yuli Gurriel impresses you.
He's been awesome. He slugs against breaking balls against lefties. He slugs on fastballs. He just basically knows how to hit.
2 good pitches for strikes from Fried. It's 0-2.
And if he keeps it down, he's got a better chance to get that ground ball where the shift is. If he throws his slider down from where that fastball is, that's where you'll get the rare swing and miss against Gurriel.
Right through the wide open right side of the infield, and Tucker will end up at 3rd.
And see, that would make me so nervous against a guy that can hit to all parts of the field. It was almost as if he was waiting till he got 2 strikes because the first 2 were painted perfectly, and then he used a pitch in the inner half to just, you can fight this the other way. It's actually pretty easy to do with the style of hitting that he has, and that's a freebie. That's like giving him a layup. And that's how you take advantage of the shift.
See Albies in that replay on the other side of the bag. And a chance for Houston to get right back on top. It's up to Jose Siri, the rookie. Had 46 big league at bats with Houston this season. Hit 4 home runs, drove home 9. Jammed. It'll score a run and a safe all around. 2-1 Houston here in the second.
Talk about somebody getting down the line. The way that Fried falls off the mound. No chance to get this ball. He comes towards third base. He's got turned completely around. Can't get to it. Great athlete. But Siri was flying.
And gets his third postseason RBI. We said during the ALCS that Dusty Baker told us that he thinks Siri has as much talent as anybody on his roster.
Power, speed, can defend.
Runners at first and second now with one down, and the batter is Maldonado. The number 9 man with Altuve next.
For me, I know the numbers show what they show, but you'd have to be almost an impossibility to hit the ball the other way, to shift with a quality pitcher on the mound who can make his pitches. I just don't understand it against Gurriel.
Good pitch by Fried, had Maldonado fooled, a ball and a strike. Two for 31 this postseason, 1 RBI for Maldonado. Left side, base hit. Here comes Gurriel. He'll score. Going to third with nobody there is Siri. He pops up, comes to the plate. 2-run score. 4-1. Astros on top.
Well, there were a couple things wrong here with the rotation of Riley being the cutoff guy. He went really deep, and you're asking your shortstop to come all the way over after fielding. It was a little slow to get to third base, and Rosario saw correctly what he thought he could get the out at third, but there was nobody there. Rosario was playing really deep and pulled over towards center field. Here's where Riley's going. There's no play at the plate. It's too late for Riley. And then you saw Swanson could not rotate over to third base. Heads up base running, aggressive base running. And the Astros are coming out hot with 4 runs already.
It goes down as a single, an RBI, an error on Rosario and left, and the other run scores on the error for that throw to a vacant third base. And on the play, Maldonado ends up at second. A visit to the mound by Rick Kranitz, trying to settle down Fried. The bottom of the order has ganged up on him. Here's Altuve. A double and a run scored back in the first. Foul. Strike 2.
This offense feeds off of itself, and what I mean by that is they have momentum and continuity when each guy passes the baton on. It starts with Altuve, and then each one brings a set of skills that just complement the entire team. Hard to strike them out, hard to miss bats.
Oh, 2. That gets away, and Maldonado will end up at third. And not much going right for Atlanta here in the second.
No, they don't have to bring the infield totally all the way in because Maldonado doesn't run very good. But the more you bring the infield in, the better Altuve is at jam shot, bloopers, because you know he wants to swing. So they can play it kind of semi-halfway, not at the grass.
One-two pitch. Flipped into shallow center. Duvall is there. Tagging is Maldonado, and he stops. No chance for Maldonado to score on that shallow fly ball. 2 out.
Brantley, normally pretty patient, has been not impatient, but attacking a lot of first pitches, especially off of left-handers. And so let's see how aggressive he is here on first pitch with 2 outs.
4 hits, an error, a wild pitch mixed in. 3 runs home, 4-1 lead. And a chance for another, maybe 2. After the first pitch, and he fouls it away. A 1 pitch is down. A ball and a strike. A 27-year-old left-hander from Southern Cal, lives in Nevada. Max Fried trying to end this second inning right here and get a good hitter in the process. 1-1 pitch. Brantley. Strike 2.
That's the hard slider that's hard to pick up off a left-handed pitcher when you're a left-handed hitter. This ball just disappears. A tight spin. That thing hard to pick up. Max Fried, too bad he's had to pitch on the road. If he has another game, it will be on the road. Good hitter when they go back to the National League rules, when they go to Atlanta. Gonna miss his bat as a pitcher.
In this upcoming series in Atlanta, maybe the last time we see pitchers hit.
Yep.
With a new collective bargaining agreement to be put together, most believe there'll be a universal DH.
Outside.
That's outside. And the count 2-2 on Brantley.
Had to put a lot of work in. And you see the results. There's an outside possibility he could come back, I guess, on short rest to pitch game 5, depending on what his workload is tonight.
Two pitch. Base hit. Another run. It's 5-1 Houston. Brantley delivers with 2 down.
He went with the curveball, and that's an easier pitch to track for Brantley with his lethal bat. And he follows it the whole way and pulls it in the hole. The slider he swung at, much tougher, but this curveball, you can see, easier to track and stay back. He knows it.
What an inning for Houston. Exactly what they needed. Got a run in the first. Braves tied it. They put up 4 in the second and now have Bregman up. 8th man to bat in the inning. Strike 1 at the knees.
And see, that's if Max is going to stay in the game. Unfortunately, I started out the game by talking about his strength versus their strength, and now he's going to have to find some pitches on the outside part of the plate because he hasn't made enough quality pitches where he is comfortable going, and the hitters have basically taken away any mistake he's made middle to middle in.
0-1 pitch. Left side. Riley stays on it. Gets the out, but what a frame for the Astros. Down in the World Series, but up in Game 2. Jose Siri, the rookie, gets the start, shows his speed. Not once, but twice. 5-1 Houston.